Hello YouTube makeup lovers, so I am back with a new video for you guys. If you're new to B Lounge Makeup, I really hope that you stick around and subscribe for more videos. For today, I wanted to do my current go-to look. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, and it's pretty much using all the products that I seem to be using over and over again. This is the type of look that I have always loved. It is like my type of look. And yes, it's probably something that you've seen similar on my channel, but pretty much this is me. This is a type of makeup that I definitely prefer. The eye palette that I'm using is the Persona palette. I have been loving this palette. This is probably my favorite palette that I have ever seen this year. Or that I have ever seen. It's like one of my all-time favorites. Definitely my favorite palette of 2017 so far. I just love it. The colors are all up my alley. They're beautiful for brown eyes. And this palette was pretty much made for brown eyes. And I have just been loving it. Especially, I love the shimmery shadows that it has. It has a huge variety. Also, my current go-to foundation is a Dior Forever, so I use this in the video as well. And pretty much all the products I use in this video are my favorites at the time, and this is pretty much the look that I do over and over again. I think it is a look that you can do during the daytime or at nighttime. The way it is right now, I would say that this is more of my nighttime version, just because I did add a little bit more of the dark colors on the outer corners. But if you want to tone it down for the daytime, you can always skip those darker colors that I use towards the end. But it's just a look that I absolutely love. I hope that you guys love it too, and we better get started. So the very first thing I do is to prep the skin, and here I am using the Fresh Umbrian Clay Toner. Then I'm going to apply the Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment, and finally I moisturize my skin with the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Moisturizer. For the lips, I like to moisturize with the Christian Dior Smoothing Plumping Lip Balm. I think this one is my all-time favorite. Now it's time to get started with the eyes. The very first thing I use is an eyeshadow base, and this is the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base so that all my colors stick and nothing budges. Next, I go in with the NARS Velvet Shadow Stick in Hollywoodland, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid because that's going to make the powder eyeshadow that I put on top pop. Now I'm going to use my current favorite palette, which is a Persona Identity palette, and the very first color I'm going to apply to the lid is this goldish color right here called Gold Digger, and I'm going to apply that with a Sigma E55 brush, and I'm going to pat that all over the lid. This is my favorite lid color from the palette. The next color I'm going to use from the palette is Humble, and I'm going to use a Sigma E40 brush, and that I'm just going to brush all over below the brow because that's going to make sure that all my crease colors blend perfectly. The next color in the palette I'm going to use is Charming, and I'm going to use an E25 brush from Sigma to apply the color Charming to my crease. Now I just want to blend a little bit more with an E40 brush. I did not add any more shadow to the brush. I just want to make sure I blend so that everything is flawless. Next, I'm going to take the two shades Maverick and Audacious from the palette, blend them together, and also add that to my crease. I just think it just adds a nice touch to the area and gives it a little bit more dimension. For the outer corner, I'm taking the Sigma E45 brush and the color Fearless and just stamping that on the outer corner to darken the look. This I like to do more when it's more for the nighttime, but as I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to go a little bit more for a daytime look, you can always skip this step. I like to apply it with the E45, blend it in some more with the E25, and of course I always take my E40 again, which is fluffier, just to blend everything out. Remember, blending is the key to a flawless look. You do not want to have any harsh edges. For the inner corner and the brow bone, I am going to add the color Sassy from the palette just to brighten up my look, and then I like to blend it in with a clean, fluffy brush. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with Extreme Shine Eyeliner from NYX in the shade Glitzy Gold. And I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line and to my waterline. I will put on some powder eyeshadow on top a little bit later. Now let's get started with the face makeup. First I will apply primer, and this is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. For foundation, I'm going to use my go-to concoction, which is the Forever Foundation by Dior, and I like to mix that in with the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops. I absolutely love this mixture, and I like to mix it up first and then I dot it on my face right before I blend it all out with my Artis Oval 8 brush. Just to make sure that everything is flawless, I also like to pat my dampened sponge on my skin just to make sure that everything is nice and even. For my concealer routine, the very first thing I do is to add the fresh Creme Ancien eye cream. This is my go-to eye cream, and it's the first step I always do right before I apply my concealer. Next, I apply the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Corrector in Dark Peach. This is a salmon color concealer that really helps out with my under eyes. And for the Flesh Tone Concealer, I am loving the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I mix these two colors in because I cannot find my perfect shade in this concealer. I like to blend it all out with a dampened sponge, and then I am setting it with the Kat Von D Translucent Setting Powder. This is a powder that I'm using right now, and I am really enjoying it. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Powder Foundation in the shade 4.5, and I'm applying it with a Morphe brush from the Elite Collection. For bronzer, I'm using the Benefit Hoola Bronzer and this Sigma Angled Brush. This is by far my favorite brush to apply bronzer with. Then for blush, I'm going to use the NARS blush in the color Threesome. This for me is a perfect pink blush to apply to my cheekbones. When I do a bronzy neutral look on my eyes, I always like to go for the pink cheeks. And finally, for highlighter, I am using the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle Highlighter. Once I finish my face makeup, I like to do the finishing touches to my eye makeup. And the first thing I'm doing here is applying the Goddess eyeshadow to the lower lash line. This is also from the Identity palette. Next, I'm applying some liquid liner. This time I am using the Stila Waterproof Eyeliner in Intense Black. This is my current favorite, and I like to wing it out just a little bit. Also, notice how I don't like to bring it all into the inner corner. This is my favorite way for applying eyeliner. For the brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer in the shade Blonde. This is my absolute favorite brow product in the whole wide world. Over that, I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper just to make sure that they're nice and neat and that they stay in their place all day long. And of course, mascara. I am currently loving the Benefit Roller Lash, so applying mascara is a very important step in any makeup routine, and I like to apply that to my top and my bottom lashes. The lips, of course, I leave for last, and pretty much I have to say that in this video I have done my makeup in the exact order that I would do my makeup if I were to go all out as I am doing today. First, for the lips, I'm applying the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat and Pillow Talk, and I have filled in my lips with this lip liner. For lipsticks, I'm using the Smashbox Be Legendary Lipstick in Pretty Social. This is my current favorite lipstick right now, and I'm going to top it off with the Bare Minerals Forbidden Lip Gloss. So that is pretty much it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. As always, I will list all the items I used in the description box down below. Let me know if you like these type of makeup tutorials, or do you prefer me to talk through them as I do my makeup. Let me know which one your preference is. If not, I can always do a little variety of, talk through, voiceover, and whatever else I can come up with for makeup tutorials. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see on B Lounge Makeup. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you so much for watching B Lounge Makeup. I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.